guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. Happy Friday. You guys, before we get into this video, please forgive me if I look like a wet duck. I actually just got out of the shower. It is literally just after 3 in the morning. I always get up early so I can have me time, and it makes such a difference in my life. And before we start the video, please don't forget like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. So in today's video, it's actually a follow-up from the video I did yesterday, which I'll link down in the description box if you haven't watched that video, which it'll actually all make sense. So it'll be good if you go watch that one first and then watch this one. So long story short, as I said, this is a follow-up from yesterday's video because Nick had actually come out with his own video with an explanation, and Lushious once again decided to have his say. All I would like to emphasize is that I am not coming at anybody. I am not taking anybody's side. I'm just expressing my opinion, the way I feel about this whole situation. At the end of the day, enough is enough. Lushious needs to stop, period. He needs to move on with his life. There are so many things to do, to discuss, but he insists on focusing on this clique of friends, which is truly becoming pathetic. So you guys, Nick SNIDER actually came out yesterday and he made a video to discuss what happened, what he said, and explained the way in which he meant it. I'll actually leave that video down below so you can go watch it yourself. But he did say that he stands by everything he said in the video. And also he actually made quite a huge accusation where he says that he has actually spoken to the roommates that Lushious was living with in California, and allegedly Lushious made them pay the rent and he lived rent-free. He did not work. He was just like, the way I see it, he was like the house mother. That's just the way I see it. Then Lushious tweeted, and this is what he tweeted. He says, wait, are these grown-ass adults complaining about me having a stuffy nose? What kind of Twilight Zone Illuminati conspiracy theory is going on here? LMAOOO. The extremes they will go to try to manipulate people into thinking they are the victim. Nah, how embarrassing. Lushious does not know how to let go. He is provoking. He is seeking out these people's attention. There was no, he had his bit to say. He needed to just let it go. But then he also tweeted this. He says, not Petty Page excusing and advocating for fat shaming and health shaming. Big yikes. Nick, Dustin, and Petty love to come on camera and cancel and criticize people while they continue to be hypocrites and act like complete gutter trash. They have lost all credibility. Mess. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know, before I go into his tweets, I just want to read what Petty Page had tweeted. She says, Petty, why? Calling a larger person obese isn't an insult. At best, you're insinuating you know their clinical diagnosis, as obese is a clinical term. People been calling my husband obese Ed Sheeran for years. He's more offended by the Ed Sheeran part. Okay. In my opinion, I would assume that Petty Page is speaking on behalf of herself and her husband, personally. I know Petty Page did have the weight loss surgery, so she did lose quite a few pounds. And then at the end of the day, they are drama channels. That's their job, is to criticize people, okay? But I don't think that they have the power to cancel people. Lushious Massacre, I think, is just giving them too much credit. And no offense to Petty Page or Dustin or Nick. Now, Lushious, you are the biggest hypocrite. And I say that because, for number one, I have no idea if you are aware of the definition or the meaning of hypocrite. But I am going to, just in case you're not aware, I'm going to let you know the definition. A hypocrite is the pretense of having morals, virtues, principles, but you don't actually possess them. Newsflash, Lushious, that is exactly what you are doing to your audience. If they are doing such an injustice, expose them. You've been threatening this for months. That is provoking. End of story. These people have not come at you with anything for the past few months. It's been quite a while. They've actually just come in rebuttal to what you have spoken about them. And for me personally, you have lost all your credibility. I know I'm nobody. I get that. But you actually truly need to come back to reality. You make videos about these people, portraying them as deceitful human beings. But in reality, you are the one that's being deceitful, spreading falsehoods and hate. The reason I say spreading hate is because your subscribers go to these people's social media and leave heinous, awful messages. And I want to give you an example. If you feel that, oh, I'm just reaching and it's, it could be anybody, I want to give you this example.
I bet you these bitches don't even shower. They just literally get up out of bed, honey. The bed is sticking to their butt. They're talking about me being a mattress back girl. They wake up and they literally turn on the camera. They probably don't even wash their mouth. And they probably don't even shower, girl.
Now you see what I mean? It's basically exactly what Lushious said. This person went and said this to Dustin. Who does that? He doesn't even tell his audience, don't go after these people, don't spread hate. He actually encourages his audience to fight on his behalf, not physically, but through social media. Another thing, Lushious, you could have put this to bed a long time ago. And the reason I say that is because Dustin actually put on his Twitter how he extended the olive branch. Dustin actually reached out to Lushious. But Lushious, and I'll insert that tweet here. Why did Lushious not extend the olive branch? Why didn't he want to reach out to Dustin, to put things to bed? I can tell you why. He needed a storyline. He needed this to fuel his channel, to fuel his audience, to get those views, to create drama. So who is the one that's creating the drama? Who is the one that's not being real with their audience? Who is the one that's lying? Not Dustin and Nick. Lushious. Why doesn't Lushious report? He'll report on Jeffree Star all day long, but he'll never call out the people he mentioned. Nikita Dragon, James Charles, Tati, or anybody of that nature. He won't do that because he's too scared. He wants to, save face by them. How much longer are you going to hide behind that camera, Lushious? How much longer? Because at this point, I truly do feel sad for you. I truly do feel sad for you because this cannot, absolutely not be good for your mental health. Definitely not. You live off drama. It's like you have no life. That is absolutely not good for anybody. Absolutely not. How do you sleep at night? You were the one that was crying wolf. Oh, they keep coming after me. They keep talking about my weight. Now it's turned into race. What is it going to be next, Luscious? Because if this does affect your mental health, you're going to blame it on them, which you can't do that. You brought all this upon yourself. You kept coming and keep coming after these people. They doing what they need to do to survive. But you insist on keep coming after them. You tried to turn people against Nick SNIDER by insinuating that he was criticizing and judging people for being on government assistance. That's not true. He was merely speaking about you. You, the one that went and turned it all inside out. You tried to make him come across as this bad, unsympathetic white man. Because those were the words you used for them. These two white men. You made it into race. It wasn't about race. And since we're on the topic of race, this is what made like a lightning bolt go through my body. Was when you called Nick SNIDER, Dustin Daly, and especially Petty Page gutter trash. Let's take Dustin and Nick out. And I'm coming from a place of a person of color, a black woman. First of all, Petty Page never ever came after you. She didn't insert herself. She didn't even reach out to you. She didn't even put out anything in reference to you. But you have the audacity to go and call a black woman gutter trash. Unacceptable. 100% unacceptable. You are a man. Okay? I apologize if I'm getting your pronouns wrong. I don't know. I do apologize. But I'm seeing it for what it is. I don't care who or what, but you will always or should always be respecting a woman. Paige can be the most horrible person walking this earth, but you, as a decent human being, should have the decency to respect a woman. But at the end of the day, how can I expect that from you? Because you don't have to give it. You don't respect yourself. You're insecure as hell. You try to convince yourself that you have confidence. You come on your platform and you degrade people. You put people's business out there, which was told to you in confidence. And that's the sad part about it. You know, I do remember a time when you were going through your issues with this clique. And you were having a conversation with your brother in the car. And you said that you've got to be an example to your brother. How is this an example to him, Luscious? The way you're acting is absolutely horrendous. The lies that come out of your mouth. The way you manipulate your audiences to gain monetarily from them is so sad. I'm just going to call it the way I see it. Luscious, you are the manipulative one here. 100%. You taking advantage of your audience. That's what I feel. They can give you all the money all day long. I can't count their pennies. I can't tell them how to spend their money, as I've said before. But do you take into consideration when you go in on your lives, before going on your lives, telling them, please don't send any money. I know how bad things are during this time. Everybody needs that penny or that dollar. But what do, Luscious? You put your orders in. You put your hints out there. You want this, you want that. Same thing, Luscious, that you did when you were in hospital, how you need money to get your own place. People were giving you money, but you never, ever went to live in your own place. That's not fair. That is manipulation. You accused everybody of everything that you do, Luscious. It's just not right. But the thing for me is that you got to give respect to get respect. One thing I cannot accept, you want to be the first one to cry wolf. Oh, white privilege. But again, like you did yesterday, I mentioned in my previous video, you had no problem dragging Rich Lux for filth. And what did you do today or yesterday? You did the same thing to Petty Page. How do you feel calling a woman gutter trash? That says a lot about your character. That says a lot about who you are. You are a miserable person. And what do they say? Misery loves company. You have no idea. And I think everybody knows the same. You treat people the way you want to be treated. End of story. How hard is it to just let things fly? If you know how confident you are, you know how hardworking you are, you know you're not all these things that they're saying you are, you wouldn't have a problem just letting it fly off. But what are you doing? You're trying so hard to convince people that you're not everything they're saying that you are. But all I'm saying again is this needs to stop. I don't care. As I say, these people can be the worst people walking this earth. But one thing they don't deserve is all these comments and these people coming after them. Unacceptable. You are no victim. Absolutely not. Put your money where your mouth is. You want to expose them? Expose them. Why drag it out? Grow a backbone. Because this is totally unacceptable. You don't know what the next person is going through. Again, I'm saying, Luscious, this truly needs to stop. I am not taking anybody's side. Like I said, wrong is wrong. If you support an influencer, there is no need for you to take up for that person. All this toxicity is not good. And you know the saddest thing about it is that these are adults. These are adults going after somebody that they don't even know. Somebody that's manipulating them. Somebody that's lying to them. Why is Luscious wasting his time on these people? He can grow as an individual, not off the backs of Dustin Daly, Nick SNIDER, Rich Lux. I did get a comment in my previous video. It's like, they said, oh, maybe Rich Lux should just come out and what is Rich Lux gonna do? That's why, in my opinion, Luscious is where he's at. Luscious is so full of envy. It's seeping through him. He sees how Rich is living his life. And I feel that Luscious is taking his frustrations out on these people because he feels they were the ones that stood in his way of getting his friendship back with Rich Lux. Because at the end of the day, looks like Rich Lux could have been his stepping stone. That's just the way I look at it. Because how can somebody be so obsessed with people the way he is obsessed with Nick and Dustin? He can't figure himself out. He can't figure out if he wants to be kind to them or if he wants to just drag them for fault. Two wrongs don't make a right. The name calling and all that, what does it do? It doesn't do anything, but he's participating in it. Yes, Nick SNIDER is as petty as fuck. And he will shade you till there is no shade left. Dustin, he's upfront. He's gonna tell you like it is. He's put it on Twitter. Once he's done, he's done. But he was the bigger person. Dustin reached out to this person and said, you know what, let's bury this. Let's get it over with. But what did Lushious do? Ignored him. So who do we blame in the situation? If Lushious does come down the road and say, oh, this is what they did to him and he didn't, he's not in a good headspace, me personally, I'm not going to feel sorry for him because he brought it upon himself. I'll pray for you, but I'm not going to feel bad for you. This is all just unnecessary. There is so much shit that's going on in this country, but this person can't seem to focus on anything else but the creatures. Guys, please let me know what you think down in the comment section, because this is going to be my last video on this. Absolutely. Because it's quite at this point pathetic. Lushious is being nothing but damn childish. Damn childish, honestly speaking. He needs people in his life to tell him, let it go. Let it go. Gosh, I'm so sick of that. Like every time I think of Frozen, let it go. But you guys, I don't know. We're gonna leave it there. As I say, you know what? It's so much better just to be kind to people. You know what, guys? That's it for me. Please don't forget, just be kind to one another. It's not that hard. It makes you as an individual just be a better person. You don't have to carry any baggage. But anyway, we're only accountable for ourselves. But like I say, please enjoy the rest of your day and have a wonderful and safe weekend. And don't forget, please wear your mask when you're out there in public. Please, we've got to do our due diligence and so we can get this damn pandemic over. So you guys, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, ring the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. And once again, have a fabulous weekend and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.